Hey guys, this is Jaev, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy 3/6. So, not much left. There are only 5 bosses left in the game. Wow, I know already. But they are coming up real quick. Alright, so let's continue on. And look at that, we already have a new enemy we haven't seen. The, how do you say that, Hemo fight? We already know about the retainers. They like to revenge kill you when you kill them. But the ogre palette swaps are actually pretty easy to kill, as you just saw. They don't have anything interesting ability-wise. I think they get the seizure status. And they have the choke smoke ability, which turns your wounded party members into zombies. So they are pretty disappointing at this stage of the game. But I'm not going to complain. I hate that move so much. So annoying. Now I gotta heal up. Okay, that's better. Moving on. We have, let's see. Oh, we're at the switch part, now I remember. We gotta activate the 3 switches with our 3 party members. We already have Locke's group at the switch, standing by. And now we have Cyan's group. Let's go ahead and step on the switches. And that opens the door in the middle for Shadow's group. So let's mosey on up there. Just burn through a couple more of them Vector dinosaurs. Guys are pretty easy. Get attack star for Shadow to throw. Kind of feels like the encounter rate is increasing as we make our way up the mountain. Though that could be just, you know, me seeing things, I guess. Alright, so what is through this door? Why, we have 3 more switches. So, depending on which way you go, alters the upcoming fights for your party members. I'm going to go ahead and go left. And head through this door down south. We want to push this weight down on this button. So we need to get these guys off the freaking switches. So just standing on them isn't good enough. You have to drop a 4-ton weight on them. Alright. So we'll head back up with Shadow. And we got some new enemies, some Inox. These guys are annoying as hell. You want to kill them off ASAP. They have the ability to... I'll show off Ultima. They have the ability to confuse your characters. And at this point of the game, my characters will kill each other off rather quickly. So I went ahead and taught Realm Ultima, the supposed ultimate spell. It's very flashy, and it does a lot of damage. Non-elemental barrier piercing damage. It's also expensive as hell. You can turn all of your characters into basically Ultima spammers. I usually don't like to do that. I like to use different spells and such, so that's why you haven't seen me use that spell that often, or ever really. Alright, so we'll bring Locke's group up here and go to the right. We gotta hit that 4-ton weight. That way Cyan's group can get up through the door now. Oh, puzzles. Go ahead and park ourselves on this switch. Alright, Cyan, you're up. Can you get there? Or, I was gonna say, can you get there without hitting any more random encounters, but I guess not. Alright, so that altered the playing field a bit. So we're gonna go back down real quick. We do not want to forget to hit this switch, because that lets our other party members advance. Alright, Cyan. It's boss time. Are you ready? We are about to face the Guardian. Remember back in the day in Vector, before the world went to hell? Oh yeah, we finally get to kick the crap out of this thing. And he's not too tough. He is going to, let's see, he has several programs he can run. He is vulnerable to slow, so I'm going to try to cast slow on him if I can find the damn thing. Do I have haste 2? No. But like a typical machine, he is weak against thunder. And if you let him live long enough, he'll start running through a couple programs, such as he'll use the basically AI scripts from previous bosses. So he'll use Ultros first, and then Dataluma from Zozo. Then he will use Air Force program, and finally he will use Atma's. And you do not want to let him use Atma, because he will have access to some pretty powerful abilities. But we should be able to kill him long before then. Any second now. The only ones to really worry about are Atma and Air Force. Other than that, everything else is mainly like weak physicals, or he'll actually use Ultros' tentacle, and he'll throw some knives if he's set up as Dataluma. But look at that, he's no match for us. Pretty easy. All right. We go ahead and use a tent. Sleepy, sleepy, sleepy. Alright. Oh, a little banged up that last random fight. Actually, I got more banged up, I think, in that fight than I did fighting the boss. Of course, by this point in the game, you know, you're so powered up that what can you really expect? But we have our first goddess fight. Are we ready? Are we ready? Science saying no. Screw it, we're going for it. This is against Poltergeist. And this crazy chick is very easy to beat. Oh, let's not use saving. Because she is vulnerable to stop. And she likes to do instant death attacks, which is annoying as hell. So you want to stop her. And boom. Now just beat the living hell out of her. Her repertoire include some very ugly fire spells. I think she can use Northern Cross. Basically a lot of painful magic. And of course, blasters, the instant death attack, as you just saw. So my big strategy is to keep Poltergeist in the stop status and just beat the living hell out of it. I think she's weak against, yeah, she's weak against poison attacks. Actually, I'm probably better off using Flare. Ah, crap. But she uses Flare Star, which is a very, very painful attack if I let her pull off. Yeah, let her pull it off. Although, probably won't hurt saving. This is actually probably the easiest of the goddess fights. I'm gonna go ahead and use stop again. I don't know why I'm just letting her attack me. Oh, apparently I already had it queued up with Gayu. Ha! Whoops. Screw it. I'm gonna rage. Because why the hell not? I'm gonna do... Let's do Magic Pot. Go a little on the defense. Thank you, Gayu. I was contemplating charging up his level 7 sword tech, but I don't think Poltergeist has that much more hit points. Like so. Pretty easy if you know the trick. Ooh, we got an R Lance, which is the strongest lance in the game. And I will be definitely giving that to Mog, my Dragoon. My little Dragoon Moogle. It's a little delayed jump there. Alright, and through here is our final save point. Oh, that was wrong. Ha. Go ahead and rest real quick. You guys have earned it. I mean, 2 bosses in a row, come on. Alright, so we have Shadow's party now. Let's go ahead and give Mog his brand new R Lance with them sexy, sexy stats. That is gonna hurt like hell when he gets his jumps off. Alright, Shadow, you get to fight the Goddess Doom. And apparently I lost my train of thought there. But here we go. Doom. Now there's no quick way to kill her, and yes, it's a her, because these are the goddess statues. She likes to throw around a lot of ice spells. I'm gonna go ahead and use Ultima, because why the hell not? And Shadow doesn't really have anything. Go ahead and just use Throwing Stars with him. But she'll use a lot of ice spells, and that's pretty much it. That's the only thing you really have to worry about. Oh, one more thing. She has a lore, actually, Strago can learn, and this is the only place to learn this lore. And that, of course, is the lore called Force Field, which is a pretty interesting ability. It's pretty useless at this point in the game, but when she uses it, it will actually nullify an element for the rest of the battle. One of the main 8, like fire, ice, thunder. And if you use it 8 times, then all elements are nullified. And it doesn't matter like how strong you are, the enemy is, the element will always do 0 damage. Just kind of interesting. But she'll use that as, oh, there we go. There we go. Once she starts glowing. Hopefully I don't kill her off. There we go. Force Field. And I'll learn it for the hell of it. Ice element has been eliminated, which is kind of funny since Doom is ice. Or she likes to throw ice around. But as far as I know, the non-element attacks will still do their damage, so it's kind of a pointless spell, really. So, you know, Ultima, Grand Trig, Meteor. Oh yeah, shift us forward. That's gonna help you. Get him, Mog. Yeah. And that is it. Oh, one other thing to note, you can actually steal a safety bit from her in her rare steal slot. And actually, Poltergeist, you could steal a red jacket from her. Ooh, we got a Sky Render. That's Cyan's ultimate sword. Go ahead and equip that on him later. Alright. Rest up, guys. So we just have one more goddess statue, and then the final boss. Alright, go ahead with Locke's party. Kutan, of course, is already dead, as she usually is. And this might be interesting. This is the hardest goddess fight, as far as I'm concerned. And I'm also handicapped with Kutan. So let's see how this works. So I went ahead and revived Kutan, just because that's another target for the boss to go for. So here we go, the goddess statue, Goddess. And this is going to be a very annoying fight. She likes to do a lot of status ailment stuff to you. Some very annoying stuff. And I went ahead and taught my guys a couple spells from that Crusader Esper, Meteor and Merton. I'm going to go ahead and show them off real quick. So if you do the fight command on the goddess, she has a chance of charming your characters. And you know, like the charm spell from earlier, it's like Confuse, only way worse, and you can't get rid of it. So I'm going to try to avoid that. Actually, I might show it off just for the hell of it. And Merton hits everybody on the screen with fire and wind damage. And it's pretty strong too. But I have everybody in my party able to nullify wind, so it's not going to hurt me. Go ahead and keep using Merton. I like the spell. Screw it. Just attack. I think I can outdamage her before she goes into any other stronger spells. We'll see though. Oh, yep, there we go. That was easy. But she also has a final attack, which is very annoying. It can, let's see, what does it do? It hits your characters, and then when they die, they don't, or it hits them with kind of like a condemn spell. They get a timer. But when they die, they turn into zombies. So it is a very annoying spell if you get hit by it. And that was the last of the statues, but the magical power did not disappear. So it looks like we have to beat Kefka after all. I mean, you kind of knew it was coming anyways, right? Alright. So all we have are these last 3 switches. I'm gonna go ahead and park my guys on said switches. Whoops. And down this hole is the last switch. And this, of course, is where I'm going to end the video. So thanks again for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Next episode should be the final episode, where we take on Kefka and end his evil reign of terror. Rawr. So until next time, take care, guys. Later.